Y'all, one person up in here, so it say anyway. They don't never show me everybody in here till way after y'all get in here. I'm gonna give it a second for everybody else to come in here. We need more than one person in the chat. Y'all have to excuse all the noise outside. I got my window open. It's hot as hell in here, so. YouTube in here. Hey, I ain't got no notification yet. They ain't sent out none. And this video probably is something that need to be pushed out because I want to give y'all some information, y'all. I ain't never in my life went live and it took this long. It's 8 people in here. They act like this Goddess Masterpiece channel. They hate and they don't want me to help nobody around here. They see that title. YouTube said I'm not sending out no notification. Usually they send it out and I get what I didn't even see no damn notification yet. They said nope. I'm not gonna be in here long, y'all. Hopefully folks will come through and they can watch this later if they don't watch it right now. But it's almost the first. Ain't nobody got no stamp yet. Ain't no word of nobody getting no stamp yet, right? And folks is gonna be hungry. Y'all do me a favor, like this video. Maybe if the people in here like it, YouTube will send out a notification. Now, first, I want to reiterate, like, I think that it is crazy to watch all of these people online from TikTok to Instagram to wherever. Everybody is talking shit about people that get food stamps, right? And saying that y'all need to go get some jobs and we tired of taking care of you, blah, 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 blah. I just want to say people should shut the fuck up. I'm so tired of hearing that conversation. I think that it's really crazy that we have watched this country turn around. Somebody said they better start buying some beans, old school. True, they should have been doing this to get ready. But I'm saying, you know, that saying that says stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Like at the end of the day, when the shit hit the fan, that's why we have that saying. Like when it's here, it's too late to get ready now if you wasn't getting ready before all of this happened, right? So that's the thing about preparation. Preparation means that you are ready before stuff even hits your doorstep, right? And a lot of people have not prepared themselves for that. That's why shit is hitting their doorstep. Okay, but I just find it very interesting when we watched all of these people not too long ago in the United States. Everybody was complaining about the immigrants, all of the stuff that they were getting, all of the, you know, stuff that was given out to them, and saying that this is not for Americans. Y'all don't do this much to help Americans, and you're doing all of this for immigrants, right? This is the thing though. Now that we're in a position where they should be doing something for Americans, everybody is like, we shouldn't be doing this shit for y'all. Oh, well, if you hungry. Oh, well, if you gonna starve. Oh, well. So you didn't want them to do the shit for the immigrants because they should have been taking care of their own people. And now they're not taking care of their own people. And people are still saying, well, fuck it, don't take care of them either. Like, y'all confuse me. I'm so tired of watching these, I'm better than everybody else ass people that because they're not on food stamps that they act like they don't give a damn, right? I just want to remind people really quickly, right, that people that are on food stamps, there's a lot of groups of people that are on food stamps. And a lot of those people have worked before in their lives and they have paid taxes too, right? Before you get to this point of needing some food stamps. So everybody on food stamps does not mean they've never contributed to paying taxes in this country as though now that they need that help, they can't get it back. Like, I'm not understanding why the fuck I got to pay all these taxes. It's amazing to me that people are like, we shouldn't have to take our tax dollars to help pay for these programs, but they take your tax dollars and do all kind of shit. Did I agree to all the shit they make me spend my money on? Do you know how much our tax dollars go to things that those of us that pay these taxes, we don't benefit from the shit. It don't do nothing for us, but we're still paying the taxes. But everybody wants to focus on the situation when it comes to feeding people, like the shit that makes a person stay alive. But this is the thing that you're bothered by. You're not bothered by the funds that they take from the tax dollars to spend on all of this bullshit that's not really necessary, on programs that don't benefit us, on the tax dollars they take and send it the fuck out of this country for everybody else and do stuff for other people. You're not arguing about your tax dollars going to those stupid things, but everybody got a problem with feeding people. It's ridiculous to me. It shows me that citizens in this country, y'all full of shit just as much as full of shit as the damn government is, because one breath you talking about don't help these foreigners and outside people. You should be helping your own people, right? This is what they say. You should help your own people. Then it's time to help your own people, and motherfuckers in America is like, don't help them either. So then what the fuck are we paying taxes for if we're not helping nobody, right? So first, I just think this conversation that's online is ridiculous. I'm tired again. Sorry about the noise outside, y'all. I got my window open. It's hot in here. I'm sorry about that. But, y'all done heard noise outside before. Y'all be okay. But I just want to say that there are a lot of people on food stamps, you guys. There are. So are we going to forget about our elders? People who are old and cannot work, and they're receiving those funds so that they can have something to eat. You want to tell the elders they need to go get a fucking job instead of getting food stamps? Is that what we're going to tell somebody that's 60 and 75 years old? That's what you want them to do, is go get a job? Y'all sound crazy as fuck. Everybody seems to think that every single person on welfare is a single mother. And a lot of y'all act like they're not only a single mother, but they're a single mother and they black. Black people are not the biggest portion of people on welfare. There are a lot of groups ahead of them, kind of like the DEI. There are way other groups that are on welfare, right, that are not black people. Okay, so let's be clear about that. But everybody has this narrative. So y'all do know that there are people on welfare that get food stamps and all of those things, and they're disabled. So what about the disabled people? The disabled people, the people that can't go to work, the people who have cerebral palsy, the people who don't have limbs, the people who mentally don't have the capacity to go get a job. Fuck them too, right? Fuck them too, right? Or what about the people that are using the system for what it is there for? They are going to work and they don't make enough money, so the food stamp supplements the money that they don't make so they can feed their family. Right? What about the people who just had a baby, and according to the rules that if you can't get up and go to work right now, then we will help you feed your family? What about all the kids who ain't gonna have no formula to eat, right? What about all the little kids who can't get nothing to eat when they go home? Like, y'all thinking about the wrong shit, and it amazes me how many people, it's like folks online want to see people go hungry. They want people to be fucked up and not be able to feed their families. Like, that's their goal. That's something that they're happy about. And I just want to say, YouTube is on some hating ass shit. Normally when I go live, they'll send out a notification. I see, this is where we get, so y'all will see. This is why you got to get a subscription at MX Network. This is what they do to me. I get to run in my mouth, and they say, she talking about too much shit that we don't want her to talk about. So this is what they do. 200 people in here. I have 200 people in here, and when I be live for 2 seconds, I ain't got now notification yet. Now, if I came here with some damn drama and the title was "Fuck you, bitch," it would have been. They would have sent out that notification. You know what I'm saying? YouTube on some bullshit today too, just like everybody else on social media. So I do want to give y'all some information in this video. When I do, share this with somebody, send it to somebody that you think might need this information. Write the shit down and send it to them or whatever. But I just think that it's crazy the way that people are making these comments. Then there is another aspect of this. And it's like, again, people want to see people hungry. They want to see children hungry, right? They act like everybody is single, not working, able to do so, and they just freeloading off the government. You do know that there's been rules in place, right? For welfare and food stamps and all of that shit that actually keeps people from using the system in that vein. There's not a ton of single people with no children, with no disabilities. They're not an elder, just sitting at home getting food stamps. That's not how this ever works, y'all. Okay, so I don't know why people keep acting like that is the case. That is not people. You can't just go apply for welfare and say, I can get a job, I don't got no kids, I don't got no issues, and I just don't want to work, give me stamps. That's not how this works, okay? So let's keep that in mind. The next thing is, I think it's really sad that people are waiting to watch people go hungry and see what the fuck hits the fan. So I don't know if you guys have heard, but they say that Walmart is talking about closing its doors, on November the 1st. And I don't know if it'll just be November the 1st or if it'll be like for that week. And they will allow people to like order their groceries. You know, you can order groceries online. To order your groceries and have people deliver them to you and things of that. There are some Walmarts that actually have a delivery section where they deliver the groceries themselves. They have a whole section of the store. My son used to work in one of them, and they actually just pack groceries for people, give it to the drivers. Walmart has their own delivery service, right? And then of course you can use like Instacart and stuff like that. So if you go look it up, people will say, well, Walmart has not officially said this, that they're going to close their doors and make people not come in the store starting in November 1st. For how long, I don't know. They've not officially said this. But again, we don't need like the news to tell us. We always act like the news is this credible source when if you've been watching me long enough or you've been paying attention long enough, I think a lot of us know that the news is a bought source. They say what the fuck they tell them to say, right? And so of course they're not going to announce this. Sometimes when you go on social media, people will tell you that, you know, social media will give you misinformation. Absolutely. But I want you to know that your news will give you misinformation as well. Okay. So they're not any better. I want you to know that. But sometimes you do got to listen to these people in these social media streets. So what I have found though about this situation saying that Walmart is going to close their doors and not allow people to come in and shop, right, is people who work at Walmart, people who say that they work there, that this is what's going on at where they work, that they're hearing this from their bosses and stuff, that this may be the plan, and they're letting their employees know, like, we're not finna have our doors open. So this is why it's going around on social media, because people who actually work there are telling folks that this is what their job has been saying that they're probably going to do. Okay. So with that being said, I want all of these people talking shit, first of all, to understand that if people do not get their stamps, and this continues to go on all of November. See, people got stamps in October, but come November, if somebody says, Spawn said, I never shop at Walmart, ha ha. But there's a lot of people that do. You have to remember now, when we talk about people who get food stamps, let's be clear. Walmart is one of the biggest. So let's look at that in the bigger picture too. Walmart is the biggest supplier of groceries in most inner cities. Most people in the inner cities and people who are getting food stamps, they're shopping at Walmart. They are. That is the grocery store that they have access to. A lot of the other grocery stores that might not have been in their community because of food deserts or that were there, they have closed up. So Walmart is the biggest provider for groceries in this nation. Honestly, for majority of people, right? You have to remember, majority of the people in this country, we have more poverty-stricken poor people than we have middle class and people who have money. And so majority of America shops at Walmart, okay? So that's a big thing to say that they're going to close the doors. But I find it very interesting for the people who act like it's not their problem, because you can go to the store and you can purchase your groceries and you don't need food stamps, right? This is the thing, is that you're going to be affected too. Because if you have money, right, and you want to go in the store and buy your groceries, now you can't go into Walmart if you shop at Walmart. You can't go into Walmart to get anything. It's not just the food. What about all the other stuff that Walmart sells? Household goods, clothing, whatever it is that a person needs, right? So you're not going to be able to go into Walmart either. So for all of them people talking shit, okay, you that have money, you're not going to be able to go up at Walmart either if they decide to close these doors, okay? Which is also going to affect the people who don't have food stamps but need to go buy products, okay? The next thing I want y'all to remember is you're going to be getting your back kicked in, your purse is snatched, and give me that chain on your neck and that wallet in your pocket, sir. Okay? So it's okay. We can laugh and joke at people being hungry, but let me tell you something. You ain't seen the desperation in people, and you have no idea what people will do. Sometimes people don't know what they will do until they are pushed in a position to have to do it, right? And so at the end of the day, for everybody laughing and thinking it's funny that folks and kids and elderlies and all these people are going to be without food, the crime in your community is going to go up. Okay? You might get robbed. So Mr. and Mrs. I don't get food stamps. I can buy my groceries. You better hope somebody don't check you for that grocery money in your pocket with some steel to your dome and tell you to give you all of your belongings, right? And let's hope that they're not hot triggered and pull the trigger and then your ass lose your life because you thought it was funny, remember? Because people get unalived a whole lot when they get robbed, and even though they just came to get your stuff, somehow you end up 6 feet under after that. Okay, so understand, crime is going to go up in your community. Houses are going to be broken into, cars are going to be broken into, people are going to be robbed when they're walking around. So yes, this is not just going to affect people that can't eat, baby. This is going to affect a whole lot of people, even the people online laughing at people being hungry. I don't think that shit is funny at all. Okay. So let's just keep that in mind as we talk about this conversation. So it's going to be interesting going forward to see how all of this plays out, right? Because it's going to affect everybody, not just the people who don't have food. So the next thing is that I think you should watch how this plays out, because if we go from November to December and there's still no food stamps, the longer it goes, the worse that it's going to get, okay? The worse it's going to get. But I do believe that's where the government wants it to go. You know why? Because then they're going to have a reason to call in martial law, or they're going to be able to say, you need, right, the militarized police in your community. King, Alpha Male King said, you scared. Who's scared? Y'all say the dumbest shit. And why is it always the men that say dumb shit? Who y'all? Where the fuck is y'all daddies at? Where's your daddy at? King Alpha, and got the nerve to call yourself Alpha Male. Who's scared? Who's scared? Sir, I don't live in the community where all of those things are happening. And unlike a lot of you, I don't need to go to the grocery store for the next couple of weeks, okay? My garage is packed with enough food that if all the fucking grocery stores close, I could eat for probably the next 4 months and don't need to go to the motherfucking store. I don't know who you talking to, King Alpha. Who's scared? You ought to be scared, because somebody gonna come get your dumb ass. Only a man who's a punk and ain't an alpha gotta call himself an alpha. Have you ever heard that if a motherfucker gotta tell you something about themselves, that means that's not what they really are? No, I'm not scared, but I'm scared for the people who are vulnerable, you know, like elderly people, like the women, right, who gotta go back and forth to work, who are gonna be the people that are easy targets for people who are looking to rob them. Ain't nobody finna rob me. You know why? Because I don't go the fuck outside. I can sit in my house for 2 weeks and my car don't leave my driveway, baby, okay? Now, I doubt if a motherfucker gonna try and run up in my house because they need some groceries. That after that day, they will no longer need any groceries, because dead people don't need groceries, baby, okay? Don't come in here and say no dumb shit to me. See, this was a quick live and I didn't turn it on subscribers only. But one thing that always baffles me, that really bothers me about our society, is that a lot of our men are fucking bitches, just like Mr. Alpha in there, who has to tell you he's an alpha because he's clearly not a motherfucking alpha, right? You scared. That's what you heard out of everything that I said. Nigga, go hear something else. Matter of fact, get the fuck off my live and go to some other live. It's always a dumb person. Stupidity really irritates me. This is why I stay in my house, because there's too many dumb motherfuckers like you outside. And as a woman, when it's a man that's a stupid motherfucker, that shit irritates me to my soul. I can't stand you new niggas. You new motherfucking men, y'all the biggest bitches I have ever seen in the 46 years I've been alive. You niggas have too much estrogen in your fucking body. I don't know what the fuck you're eating. Maybe you eat at Walmart and you should stop eating at Walmart, Mr. Alpha. Because it's turning you into a bitch. It's too much estrogen and whatever the fuck it is that you be eating, okay? All right? Now again, they are going to allow this shit to play out. And if they keep letting it play out, the reason that they're doing it, you see how they got the military on all of the streets? So this is how this affects all of us. They're going to use that as a reason, because I tell y'all all the time, people love to say that, okay, black on black crime, black people commit so much crime. Y'all want to blame crime on everything else, but what is a predictor of crime? Race is actually not a predictor of crime. A person is not more likely to commit a crime because of their race. It's not a factor at all. But people are more likely to commit crime when it has to do with poverty. Okay, does that make sense? Poor people commit crimes because they don't have shit, okay? So when people can't eat, and eating is a basic necessity of life, you can't live without eating, that not being able to eat is going to turn into desperation. That desperation is going to turn into crime. That crime that is going to turn up 1,000% in your community is going to give them another reason to say, well, we need to go ahead and send the National Guard. We already got these motherfuckers out here, send them to this city, that city, and that city. So what went from there not being no food stamps, you don't understand how easily that turns into, okay, now you look up, you got all this crime in your community, and now you got the National Guard all in your community. This is what they're trying to move towards any damn way, so that they can militarize the police against the American people. And instead of watching police on your streets, you will watch the military on your streets, and they're going to police us like this some fucking war zone, and we're a damn third world country. I mean, with 40-something million Americans not being able to eat next month, it is like some third world country shit, right? But this is their goal anyway. So unless they turn these stamps back on, there's a whole lot of shit that's going to take place because of this. Cause and effect. And a lot of that stuff that's going to happen is going to affect way more people than just those who don't get food stamps. Now, for the rest of y'all that ain't got no heart for nobody, I feel for the people who don't have any food to eat. And I have to say this to give credit where credit is due, right? So I'm on social media last night, and I see, and you have to forgive me because I don't watch these church people. I maybe give you their name later. He's a big pastor. I can't think of his name. But shout out to him. You may have seen it, because he did the opposite of what Marvin Winans did, right? He said, I'm not going to, how dare I sit here and ask you for a donation, okay? When people are hungry, people aren't getting their stamps. People are getting laid off left and right. So instead, he has asked his congregation to bring in canned goods, food, or donate for them to be able to give food to the people in the community who need something to eat. Now, that's what the fuck a church is supposed to do. So let me just say that as a side note from the video that we had the other day with the conversation. If you gonna be in a community, talking about you and somebody community in the name of the Lord, do something for the damn people, right? You collect all of that money for bullshit, but you don't give anything back to the community. That's what a true church should be doing, is taking care of their community. So shout out to any of the pastors in the churches that are out here and they are making way to collect money, to collect food, to collect things, to make a difference in their community. If you're not going to do that, then what the fuck you there for? Just to collect money so you can have a new sanctuary, wear your new gaiters and come in there in your fucking $1,000 suit? Right? This is what a lot of them do. So shout out to the ones who are actually doing what their word says they should do. It say you should feed the hungry. You should help the elderly, right? You should look after the orphan. You should look out for the poor. Don't say I'm going to pray for you. It says, why pray for me, right, and leave me with prayer when the thing I need, you can just give that shit to me. I don't need no prayer. Just give me the food, goddammit. Somebody said it was Jamal Bryant. Okay, there you go. Y'all know I'll be keeping up with these goddamn church folks no more. Yes, it was Jamal Bryant. So shout out to Jamal Bryant for not being fucking Marvin Winans dumbass, okay? Oh, stingy, thieving, thinking about your own goddamn self. I think the Winans done lived a good life and collected a lot of money all this time, and at the worst time right now, this is what they do. He's an asshole in the name of Jesus. He is, okay? Can I get an amen? But let me say this to y'all. I do want to give everybody some information. Hopefully it will help y'all. So you can write this down. If you want to, if you need it, please pass it on to anybody that you know. So apparently, you guys, I found out some information. I went and looked it up, and it does seem to be true. So if you or anybody you know is in a situation where you cannot feed yourself this month. Now, I want to say this. One of them options is not emailing Michi. I am not trying to be mean, but I probably had 30 people email me and ask me if I can help them. Now, I've helped the community before, but after what I said about 2 weeks ago, stop asking me to save everybody. I said that shit and I meant that shit, okay? No, I am not the federal government. I am not somebody that is finna feed 30 damn families. Why are y'all emailing me? Don't none of y'all have no family? Y'all don't have no friends? Y'all want me to send everybody groceries and shit and give you money to pay your bills? Stop emailing me, asking me that shit. I think it's rather disregarding. Y'all don't know me and y'all call me and y'all email me and y'all ask me to pay everybody's damn bills. I can't pay everybody's bills. Who do I say yes to and who do I say no to? I've done this before in the past, but I've never got so many damn emails of people saying, could I help them with some groceries? The answer is no. Like, I have a family to feed too. You want me to clean out my bank? Like, goddamn. Do you know how much money it would take to just like send all 30 of y'all $500? That's crazy. Crazy to me. But anyway, this who you need to go look up. Not me. Okay? Just want to say that, not me. I'm getting irritated by all of the emails of people asking me to pay their bills. Stop. Y'all say I'm a mean bitch. I can't be that mean because y'all think y'all got a chance. Y'all be like, Michi, you think you can help me out? I must not be that mean because y'all sure think y'all can ask me. Stop asking me. Okay? What you want to do is you want to go over to the website, right? You can go look this up. You're going to go to the Emergency Food Assistance Program by the USDA. Okay? I did not know this until the other day, until somebody told me about it, and I did go and look it up. And again, you can Google it. It'll take you right to it. It's the USDA website. It is a government website, but it's the Emergency Food Assistance Program, you guys. Again, the Emergency Food Assistance Program from the USDA, okay? So you guys should go over there and look at it because apparently they have a program. It's called the Emergency Food Assistance Program. And it is something that it's local farmers, right? So it's local farmers' food that you're getting, and they will ship you a box every month of all kind of food. Look, somebody, Tiffany, put it in there. She know about the program. So, and if somebody want to go get the link, if anybody would like to do that, you can put it in the chat. I don't know if I have any moderators right here this early at the time of day because I don't normally be early and live like this. But if any of my moderators, I don't think a regular person can put the link in there to the website. But basically, if you go over there and you fill out for it, you do get a box of food from farmers. They give you all kind of stuff that you need. Meat, they give you beans, they give you all kind of shit, right? And some states have actually pickup centers. It reminds me of like the program. Y'all remember when, now I'm 46. I remember when we used to walk and we used to have to go to the facility to get the food boxes, and they would give you that big ass block of government cheese. Them shits would make the best grilled cheesy sandwiches and mac and cheese, right? But y'all remember that? Powdered milk. Y'all remember Farina, the white box with the little white baby on it with the green bib and powdered milk and shit? Look, I'm out here telling my age. Don't play. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all not in here young. Ain't no youngins in here. You know what I'm talking about. So anyway, they will send you a box of food, or they have distribution centers in some states, and you can look and see what those states are. So you fill out the application for it, and guess what? The application criteria is not the same as food stamps. So you can actually make more money and still receive this food, okay? And this program goes along with your food stamps. So once they cut the food stamps back on, because we all know, other than these bougie ass people who act like they don't give a fuck about food and eating other people, you get all these food stamps and you eat too well. Food is up. And I'm sorry, I used to get food stamps a long time ago. And this is the thing, is that sometimes in food stamps is not even enough to pay yourself, to feed yourself until the end of the month, right? So you still have to find money to feed yourself. Food stamps for me and the families I know, it's never been enough to feed the family for the whole entire month. Usually food get a little low in your house towards the end of the month, and you looking for some food from your family and friends, or you borrowing some money, or you taking your ass to the food pantry or something, okay? So let's be clear. The food stamps they give you for the size of family that you have is usually never enough to last all month anyway. So the good thing about this program is that you can actually get this and food stamps together. Also, to qualify for it, you can make more money and qualify for it than you can with food stamps. So if you qualify for food stamps, you definitely qualify for this program based on your income. Also, they have a program over there that is just for seniors. So if you are 60 years or over and you actually need some food supplements to help you through the rest of the month because your food stamps aren't enough either, they give this program that they have that is just for seniors 60 and over, okay? So you guys go over to the Emergency Food Assistance Program. If you're listening and that's not you and you don't need that help, but you do know somebody that needs that help, give them that information, right? Because if you don't eat, you die. We don't need all of these kids starving in this country right now, and all of our elders and people who cannot feed themselves just because our government wants to play games with our livelihood. I think it's very ridiculous that the motherfuckers who make the rules to keep the government gridlocked like this, I find it amazing that the people who keep the government gridlocked and they're not allowing the citizens to eat and they're suffering, their paycheck doesn't stop. I bet you if the motherfuckers making the decisions, if they did not get paid, right? If they did not get paid, I guarantee you they would have been figured this out. But they still get their check. They're going to have a good Thanksgiving. They're going to drink the best liquor, the finest wine. They're going to have the biggest duck on the damn table. They're going to be in their finest suits and dresses. And they're going to be eating in their big ass fucking mansion houses that they have. So these politicians, their life is not stopping. They get paid. And it's amazing that everything else stops. But they get paid? How come they pay don't stop? If they pay stop, the motherfuckers will fix it. Okay? So just understand that if you don't eat, you die. I don't know how many of you know that. Okay? And until your stomach been touching your back for 2 days, forget a couple of hours, for 2-3 days, yeah, you start to think about doing some shit you ain't never done before. Plenty of people gonna be out here stealing. And it's not necessary. It's really not necessary, right? Somebody said, Edward said, me too, minus the duck. Well, you know what, Edward? I would say me too, except I don't celebrate holidays. So I would not be celebrating Thanksgiving, not to say I don't ever get together and have a feast around the table with my family and my friends, but I kind of do that when I decide to do it. I'm not against the holiday for like a religious reason or nothing. So if people invite me to their Thanksgiving dinner, I go. But I'm not ever going to the store and buying no shit and buying all that shit on the end of the aisle. I'm not slaving over the stove for a day and a half to turn around and just be gluttonous and eat a bunch of food all day. But if you want to invite me to your house, I will come and eat with y'all. I will drink your fine wine out of your fine china. I sure will. I make me a drink. I eat that turkey and them motherfucking yams. Make me a plate, tell you thank you, and go home. I don't celebrate holidays for capitalistic reasons. I just realize it's just all a gimmick to get you to spend all your damn money. So I don't celebrate it. Most Thanksgivings, I just be at home. I don't know, we have spaghetti or whatever the fuck I was going to cook any normal night. I don't go out of my way. And it's funny because it's not a strain on my brain. I'm not fighting with people in the store trying to get them last little, heat and serve brown rolls. I'm not fighting for the last can of cranberry sauce and no shit like that. So yeah, I don't celebrate these holidays. Absolutely not. I keep my money in my pocket. Although we might have a Black Friday sale on my products. I'm probably gonna put them on sale on Amazon. I'm gonna make some money on Black Friday, but I won't be spending none. Not at all. I'll be collecting it. And if you want to know how to be a collector of funds on Black Friday, you might want to go to my 6-week bootcamp. Now that link is not in the bottom of the chat, but while you're writing down websites, you can go to mxcourses.net. Okay. mxcourses.net. The 6-week boot camp starts November 16th, you guys, and we're going to learn over 10 ways to make some money online, because when holidays come, I think about the money I'm going to make. I never spend any money for holidays. If I'm spending anything, I'm spending it for marketing, okay? Okay, so understand that. And the way the economy is going, whether they cut food stamps on or not, like, jobs are going away too. Remember last night when I was talking to y'all speaking about jobs, I was telling y'all that Amazon was they was firing like 1,600 people. That was from one of their facilities. These motherfuckers is laying off 30,000 people. Did y'all hear that? 30,000. And they said absolutely that it is because of, these are corporate jobs, because of AI. AI taking everybody's job, y'all. Everybody's job. So let me tell y'all something. For everybody that's laughing about the people who get food stamps, for those of you that actually go to work, you should watch what you say, because you might be needing to apply for food stamps soon, because your job is probably going to be gone. I don't care what you do. Your job going to be the fuck up out of here, and you going to be talking about you need you some food stamps too. Be careful. Be careful what you say. Be careful talking crazy about people. And even if you're online, I want to teach you something about online. Because I would tell people this. Out of all of my streams of income that I use to make money online, this is not one that I count on. And you want to know why? I want you to look at how many people in this chat. I have not received my notification yet that I'm live. You know how long it took for these people to come in here? Have y'all seen my videos lately? See, social media will humble your ass if this is people's source of income. So for all the people getting all these big views, motherfuckers like Anton Daniels and everybody else who talk big just because you have made it on social media as a content creator, baby, that can be here one day and then gone tomorrow. Social media is my most unstable source of income. Sometimes it's good and sometimes it ain't. Because if the algorithm does not like you, or if you're saying some stuff they don't want you to say, they'll just not send out your damn notifications. They won't let anybody know you're live. They won't put you in the damn algorithm. And I have seen channels be up here, and then all of a sudden, you down here. You got hundreds and hundreds and thousands of subscribers, but you can't get no views on your video. Okay? So people should humble themselves while they talking about folks on food stamps, because your ass gonna need some food stamps soon for the folks that think that social media, because you somebody big on social media, that's gonna feed you. Okay. Let me tell you something. This new algorithm, when it comes to especially YouTube, it's not about your followers no more. Right? You can have a big ass platform. They're not going to send out notifications to all of your people. They never have done that, but they're doing that less now than ever. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but your algorithm, if you go look at one video that you've never watched before, go watch it, right? And next thing you know, all of a sudden your algorithm is bringing you a bunch of videos like that. If you watch enough videos that you've never watched before about different topics, next thing you know, when you click on your homepage on YouTube, everything on there is different. And all the stuff you're used to watching doesn't come down your timeline anymore. Your algorithm changes by the day on YouTube. So every single video you have, every single day, it's not about your subscriber numbers. It's about what your video is about. It's about the title. It's about how well it works in the algorithm. It's about how much people do watch it when they send out a notification. When it scrolls past somebody, does a motherfucker decide to click on it? It's all about what your title is. It's all about whether it get. Every video has to stand on its own. Your numbers don't mean shit on YouTube no more. Okay? It used to, but it does not. Right? It does not mean that anymore. So, I mean, social media is very unstable. Don't let nobody talk you into, right? Somebody said, is that Goddess Masterpiece in the chat? Hey, where's the Goddess Masterpiece in the chat? Where? Somebody said some smart shit. She ain't in the chat. She might be in the chat, but it damn sure don't say Goddess Masterpiece. She on her troll account. She probably is. You in there. Hey, ho. Hey, bitch. What wig you got on today? Let us see. Now, if you got his masterpiece, the algorithm is never going to bless you if you somebody like her. You always going to have 7 people in your chat. I'm not talking to people like her because it's never going to work for you. But these people like me, we got bigger platforms. We have many subscribers. They just gave me this fucking plaque. What you give me a plaque for? Oh, you got 100,000 subscribers just for it. So it's like as soon as you hit that 100,000 mark, then they be like, okay, suppress the bitch, suppress the bitch, suppress the bitch. We don't want to pay that check out. Even with suppression, somebody gonna tell Goddess Masterpiece I done already made $4,000 this month on YouTube, even though I'm being suppressed in my views. You know what I'm saying? Because what the fuck is this 540? Where's the 1,200 people that's supposed to be in here? I guess I better go work on one of my other streams of income because YouTube ain't cutting it. Look, somebody like, girl, shut up, 4,000 is a lot. Yeah, it's 4,000 today, but it could be 800 next month. Who knows? I don't know. I think the least I ever made on YouTube when I'm trying, and I actually do make some videos. If I don't make no videos at all, I still make a couple $100. But if I'm actually making videos and I try, I think the least I probably ever made probably is about 3,000-4,000. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's very unstable. So it's funny to watch all of these big content creators talk shit. Oh, you broke motherfuckers is begging. Nigga, just because you struck it lucky on YouTube. The question is with these people that talk all that shit, if YouTube did not exist and you could not get all of this money off of YouTube, would you be as successful as you are? I always want to ask motherfuckers like Anton Daniel that. Like, what do you do in your life that if you did just not get lucky, right, in the stroke of things and become this content creator that people actually want to hear what you have to say, if it wasn't for that, where the fuck would you be? I hate content creators who act like, oh, I'm somebody because people watch me. This is a hit or miss job. And if you make it, good for you. But without this, the question is, would you be who the fuck you are in real life? Or would Anton be walking around with dusty ass shoes on, catching a bus in Detroit trying to go to work, begging Chrysler to give him a job? That's all I want to know. That's what I want to know. Shout out to the astrology villain of the zodiac. Thank you for the $10 holla. I appreciate that. Somebody said, see, she quiet now. I don't know. What did they say? Somebody said, can I find your garden seeds for sale on your network, Michi? You got to go to mxsurvival.com. mxsurvival.com. On mxsurvival.com, that is the survival website. It has everything on there, but we do have the seeds on there. Shout out to everybody. When I did the video the other day, quite a few people bought one of the buckets of heirloom seeds. Like I said, it has over almost 5,000 seeds in it. All of the stuff in there you can grow up within 4 to 6 weeks, so it's something that grows quicker instead of taking a long time. Christina said, how many streams of income do I need to survive? A really good one, one, or even several of them. That's all. That's all. But y'all, it's a lot of ways to make money online. So let me say that too. If people are looking to make some money, I vouch for my knowledge. And I'm sure, I don't know, it's early. I might have some students in the chat. Because if you've been my student, you probably don't go to work for nobody, okay? Shout out to tinytipnails.com. Head over there too. One of my prior students got a really dope sale going on right now. They have all kind of press-ons, hundreds of them, for $2 a pair. Okay, so if you on a budget and you are trying to be fly on a budget and you wear press-ons, go on over there and for $25 get you 12 pair. And if you spend $25, you get free shipping. So for $25, you're gonna be fly for 12 months. Okay. So shout out to him. Go check out the website. If you want to know if the people who take my classes, do they really make money? There go one for you right there. I can show you many more. Right? But it's too many ways to make money online for people not to be making no money. You just have to get the knowledge. And then you got to use it. I tell people all knowledge not used is useless knowledge. Sometimes y'all get this knowledge, y'all get information in your life and you don't use it. That's why it don't work for you. Somebody said, what's the site? I'm not sure which one you asking, but if you're talking about the survival site, it is mxsurvival.com. If you're talking about the boot camp that's coming up November 16th, then that is mxcourses.net. Okay, shout out to you. Somebody said I'm a student. Tell them my student Mo B. In my class, though, we cover a lot. We go over more than 10 ways to make money online. We start off with stuff that you can do that don't cost you nothing to get started. It don't cost you nothing. Now, I won't say it don't cost you anything. It don't cost you money. Everything is work and it costs you time. Your ass get up and go to work and drive to work every day to build somebody else's dream. So you gonna work to build what it is that you want. But there is 3-4 different ways online that you can start making money and it don't cost you nothing to even get started. I have some students who come into my class and by the second week before boot camp is over, they've already made some money. Okay, with the free ways. Okay, so anyway, my students will tell you, I get told all the time that my class is information overload. It's a lot. That's why you go back and you look at the damn classes. Okay, because you're gonna need to. You're gonna need to. Somebody says, so you're gonna be flying hungry. I don't know who's gonna be flying hungry. I'm gonna probably be in my pajamas sitting in the house. You probably not talking to me. I ain't gonna be hungry. I ain't gonna be fly either though. I'm gonna be in the house in my pajamas. That's what I got on right now. I ain't feel like getting dressed today. I'm in my pajamas right now. This is how I'm gonna be. Okay? I'm not going outside. You're not gonna rob me. I'm be in the house in my house coat. I told y'all, and everybody talk shit about Michi. You always got on black. Even my pajamas is black, bitch. That's right. See, this nightgown is black. This house coat is black. Everything I wear, you got a problem with it, but buy me some clothes, but make sure they black. Yes, the prayers out to everybody in Jamaica. They got a hurricane hitting them. If the people is FBA, they probably over there like, yeah, that's what they get. Look, people is people. Stop talking shit about people. Shout out to everybody over there in Jamaica. I hope everybody is all right because that hurricane is not no joke about to fuck their ass up. That's right. Black on black on black. You already know Carbon Q. Shit. Why what? Why is all my clothes black? I don't know. And you might not be asking me why about that, but people ask me that all the time. I used to wear a lot of colors. All the time. I did. I used to be a pastor. I used to be in church with the little purple suit on. Yeah, and the yellow talking about, yeah, and getting the little Holy Ghost dance in the name of the Lord. I used to do all of that. And purple shoes, y'all. I sold all my church clothes on Poshmark and made money. And then I started making more money with the money I made. Shout out to Jamila. Thank you for the $2 holla. Said they need to make some money, Miss Michi. Y'all go, and if you are a prior student of mine, meaning if you bought any of my courses back in 2020, 2021, 2022. Sometimes I sold those courses for $33 on my birthday. I would have these specials because they were recording, so you could go and watch the classes. That information is obsolete. I mean, you can still use it, but you're gonna do shit the hard way. So much has advanced with AI and stuff. It's a lot more things that you can do. There are other ways to make money now that we didn't have back then either, because we didn't have AI. Okay. But if you have bought any of my classes, it doesn't matter if you got them on sale or not, you just need to email me. Email me, and for the new boot camp that I have coming up, you can get 50% off. If you email me, tell me, Michi, I took one of your prior classes at the Real Michi X at gmail.com, and you tell me that you are one of my prior students. Of course, I'm going to go over to the site and see if you really purchased something. But if you took another class from me, I don't care if you got it on sale or what you paid for it, I will give you 50% off of the boot camp. Just because you've already taken the initiative to learn something, you coming in here for a refresher, maybe this time you'll take it serious. You've already spent money once, so thank you for showing me love. I'll show you some love, right? So if you've done one of those classes and you're interested, just let me know. Also, over on mxcourses.net, you guys, we do have some payment options. Of course, it's not through me, but we have Afterpay, we have Klarna, we have a couple things over there that you guys can use if you want to apply to use those. It's not through us, it's through their system, but we do have them. Also, a lot of you guys ask me that have taken the course, do I have an affiliate? And I finally do. Now, if you're my students and you've been in the class, you know what affiliate is, right? Affiliate marketing, and also how you can use affiliate for yourself, right? For yourself to make money or for your business. So you guys can go over there. You can scroll to the bottom of the page. Remember, if you was in my class, scroll to the bottom of the page, right? And it's in the footnotes. Remember, if you took my class, you should know what the footnotes are. So at the very bottom of the page, you will see where it says affiliate program, and you can click on that. And for everybody that you refer to come to the classes, because you've been to them yourself, hopefully. I mean, you can promote them if you ain't took them, but I'm talking to the people that have taken them, because you know what you're promoting to somebody. I don't like to promote things that I don't necessarily look in or know nothing about. So if you've taken a class and you know, and you want to tell people, go take this class, you actually can make money. You can use your affiliate link, give it to them. And everybody that uses your link, you can promote it. Anybody that clicks on your link, uses your link for up to 365 days for a whole year. Anytime somebody clicks that link, it's going to come back to you. And you are going to make $30 off everybody that signs up for the boot camp. Okay? So you can make some money off of that too. And many of y'all, my students, was like, Michi, why you don't have an affiliate so we can tell people about your course and make some money? I finally have an affiliate, y'all. Okay? I went over to Teachable. You know, we talk about that in the course. I went over to Teachable and did it, and Teachable offers all of these things instead of me having to do it all separate and pay for each individual service, right? So y'all can go check that out too as well. Okay, y'all not talking to me. So yeah, anyway, you guys, I want to reiterate before I get out of here that website again for the food. Okay, so make sure you tell your family and your friends, you guys, go over to you can put this in Google. It's the Emergency Food Assistance Program. If you put that in, it's gonna come up. But the way you know you got the right one, it is the USDA. Okay, and they have several programs there. Again, remember, you guys, that you can have this program for food and still receive food stamps. One does not void you out of the other. So when stamps come back and they open back up, you can still receive this food, and it is food from local farmers. Do you know how many of us? I go to a farmer's market, right? Many of us in many places, and if you're not in some place like Georgia where we have a lot of farms, people wish they had farmers markets, right? So to be able to get food from local farmers, even if you live in a place, they will ship you those boxes. And it's really good to get food from your local farmers. I love my farmers market. There's no place like it in the world. When I go into that store, I feel like somebody at Disneyland. When it comes to a grocery store, everything is fresh. The meat look different. You can just tell this shit at the store is fake. It's 3D printed and shit. When you go and see some real food, it shows you how fake the other food is. All of the fruits and vegetables, I can go in there. Every watermelon got seeds in it. You know what I'm saying? So I love my food from the farmers market. So the fact that you can get a box of food from your local, from farmers in the United States, they might not be local to you, depending on where you live. Some of y'all ain't got no farmers. You in New York, you live in a concrete jungle. There's no farmers out there, okay? Shout out to My Life Been Exchanged for Yours, FBA. Much love to you. Thank you for the $5. Thank you. I just want to thank you. You show love every time you come over here and I am live, and I appreciate that. It does not go unnoticed. You show a lot of love when it comes to the super chats. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. He says, Michi, do you want to be on New Jack City team? You can be my bodyguard. Is the paid position. What I gotta do, pistol whip people? I can do that. Can I wear all black? I feel like that's a job you gotta wear all black for. So I'm ready. I'm ready. And I can use my flamethrower. I've been waiting to use that on something or somebody since I got it. Who is the first target? The women, don't tell me. Don't tell me online. You gotta call me and tell me. Okay? But don't talk to me about it longer than 10 minutes, because how many of y'all know? Do you know that the phone companies are recording your phone calls now? Do y'all know that? That if you are talking longer than 10 minutes, they record your phone calls and they store it for so much time. I don't know how much time. Go look it up. Maybe we have to have that conversation. We'll talk about it more when we get into, I will not be back live tonight, you guys. But we will talk about that when we talk about the surveillance that they do of us in this country, right? The places that are watching us, it's ridiculous where there's surveillance everywhere. You think you know how much you're being watched, but wait till we do this live. You're gonna be like, damn. And that's one of them. I don't know if y'all know that, but there's a new rule that they are keeping your phone calls. If you talk over 10 minutes, they store that phone call. It is recorded and they all in your damn business. I'm not understanding how they feel they can do that when I pay that cell phone bill. That's my private phone. Ain't none of your fucking business. I don't even have a phone call recorder on my phone. I'm not recording my phone calls. How do you get to record my phone calls without no warrant? Right? But they are. They are. So, don't be talking about who we go beat up. Or what drugs you gonna sell. Or who you finna rob because you don't got your food stamps. If you do, just say it before keep it under 10 minutes. Hang up at 9 minutes and call a nigga back. Shout out to D Major. Thank you for the $2 holler. Says, do you know Tyler Perry donated $100,000 to the Winans? Yes. Tyler Perry, oh, fruity booty ass. This is why I can't stand people like them. He got all this money. Now, of course, you can't tell people what to do with their money. I get that. I get it. You know, I'm like, don't tell people what to do with their money, Michi, because you're going to say the same thing. I get that. Right? But Tyler Perry felt like the Winans was being ran through the ringer because of the shit that he did being rude to the lady online. So he sent him that $100,000. I seen that shit. But it's like, Tyler, come on. You got $100,000 for a church to remodel a sanctuary, but you couldn't just like hand out $500 to how many families? I don't know. Somebody get a calculator and do the math. You couldn't take $500 and give it to hundreds of people and not over thousands of people, like with $100,000. You couldn't do that and help people in this time and what they're going through. You thought it was more important to give to a church. Is that because you gay? You think that the Lord will forgive you for your sins? Well, somebody go tell Tyler, if he just stopped being a Christian, he don't have to be worried about being crucified for being gay. Because if you're not a Christian, those rules don't apply to you. They only apply to the motherfuckers that walk in that book. If you don't believe in the word and you're not a Christian, that shit don't apply to you. You can be gay all you want, boy, and still get to heaven. Now, your mansion in heaven might be, you're going to live in the lower part of the heaven. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to still be in heaven, but your mansion might not have the Sealy Posturepedic. Yours is going to be the one with the regular mattress. That's all. But you still can get your mansion in heaven. Let me say something. That shit don't apply to people who don't walk in that, but I just don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand why when people that have very much turn around and this is the time to give. You want to give to a motherfucker that already got. Like, how much money does it take to remodel a sanctuary? I don't know. It's just some fucking pews. You need new pews? Just put some new padding on them. Matter of fact, leave them the way they is. I'm not understanding. People can't eat, nigga. You need new pews. People need some ramen noodles in their life, okay? They need some food on the table, not a motherfucking new cushion on a pew. I don't understand. They want you to pray and let the Lord get you some food, but they want the people to get him the money. 26 million what? What's 26 million? They better not collect no 26 million. Look, if y'all don't got no food, y'all know where to go. If y'all think about robbing, y'all know where to go. The Winans Church address is you know we in some hard times if a motherfucker walk into church. Freeze! Everybody put your hands up just to make everybody empty out their pockets. That would be crazy because nobody in the church will have a gun because y'all too scared to be tough because you think the Lord is supposed to fight your battles. So all of y'all would be there with your hands up talking about, son, you don't have to do this. And then his mothers would be praying while he emptying out everybody's pockets. That's going to be a Tyler Perry next movie. And then the lady in the pew that's praying for the man that robbed the church, she going to visit him in jail and they going to fall in love and get married. Tyler Perry new movie on the way. It's called The Things People Do When They Get Hungry. Okay, y'all get serious. Y'all play too goddamn much. We are here about a serious matter. And if you need food because you are not getting your food stamps, you could go to the Emergency Food Assistance Program for the USDA so that you can get a box of food, okay? On some serious shit. They have a senior program too, okay? So y'all make sure y'all go over there for real. Y'all and share this information with somebody y'all know. Y'all know somebody that's on food stamps and they talking about they hungry right now. Or they don't know when they're going to get no food. So share that with them, like on some real shit. Write it down. You ain't even got to share it this live. They might not like me. Some people don't like the way I talk. They might be like, she's speaking against the Lord. She is the devil. And then they're not going to hear nothing that I have to say. So just write down the, you ain't got to share the video. You know who you can share this video with and you can't. If you can't share this, because a lot of y'all be like, I be trying to tell my friends and my mama be like, I can't watch that cussing lady. Shout out to D Major. Thank you for the $2 holla again. So remember when Tyler Perry prayed for TD Jakes? Because it take one gay man to pray for another. You need somebody to pray for you after you've been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Okay, so if y'all cannot share this video because your friends and family will be offended, I'm used to that. Okay, just give them a website. Go look it up, y'all. Give it to all the elders y'all know, all the people in the community, so some folks can get some food. Get some damn food. And if you go to church, talk to your pastor and tell him don't take up an offering for the church this Sunday. Tell him to take up an offering for some food and feed y'all damn community. Do that, okay? Do that. Jamila said you want to speak to me about an idea you have. Well, email me. Email me. Jamila, you been in the boot camp? If it's a business idea, you should be in the boot camp. That's the one thing about the boot camp, y'all, is that it's live. So let me say this because some of y'all have asked me this question. I think I'm getting sick, y'all. Uh-oh, I got to go to bed now. I already got my pajamas on. Just get back in the bed. I'm a Pisces. I'm a sleeping motherfucker. I tell you, I will stay in my bed if you let me all day. And y'all be in the bed watching TV. I don't watch TV. I just be in the bed. I be playing games on my phone like a fucking kid. But in my 6-week boot camp, y'all, it's live. And this is my last live one. But if you come into the boot camp, let me be clear, because some of y'all asked me this question, right? And y'all say, well, Michi, this is what I'm trying to do. Every Wednesday, you are going to be able to cut your camera on. You're going to be able to talk to me and tell me where you're struggling with something. Or you can tell me what you're planning on doing. So my boot camps are kind of tailored on Wednesdays where I talk to you based on what my students need, right? So every class in that vein on Wednesdays when we talk is a little different. Now on Sundays, that's the instruction. Those will be recorded and you will be able to watch those recorded classes and purchase them later. They'll be a little cheaper because they're recording. But what you're not going to get is those Wednesdays, right? Where you can come in and talk to me. And if you come in and tell me this is what I want to do, like I want to sell a certain type of a product, then I'm going to specifically go and find those companies for you to get that product. So I'm going to help you. If you got your business plan and you know what you want to do, a lot of people come to the boot camp, they don't know what they want to do. But if you know what you want to do as we're talking, then you should be specific about that so I can specifically give you the information, the companies and the shit that you need to accomplish what you want to accomplish, right? So that the goal is that you're able to do what it is you want to do to make money, right? And so we should be specific. So if any of y'all have that, yes, it's like having a consultation with me, but in a group, right? Because I'm going to help you personally, right? But we're all in a group together doing it instead of it being one-on-one. So that's what's going to happen on all of the Wednesdays, y'all. So for everybody who keep asking me these questions in the email, that's one of the questions I get. So yes, Wednesdays, you can take your camera off And you can show me your screen. I'll share my screen. I prefer you share yours because if you're having a problem doing something, I want to walk you through it. Because if I've already showed you on Sunday and you ain't got it, I need to walk you through it, not show you again. I need you to do it so you know you got it right. Okay. So again, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm gonna get my butt out of here. I will not be back this evening. Tonight is my cooking night with my baby. So my son is on his cooking journey before he heads off to college. So on tonight, he is picking the meal he wants to make, and we are going to make it together. And then after that, I'm going to bed. Okay. So I won't be back live tonight, but I will see you guys tomorrow. And we are going to get into all of the surveillance that goes on in this country. I don't know if you know how many ways we're being watched, where we're being watched. I'm going to break down to you the companies. We're going to talk about Palantir. We're going to talk about Authentify and what these companies do and the things that they have that already exist right now today. No, my son is a picky eater. Somebody said tacos. Tacos is my meal. My son do eat tacos, but he a picky eater. He want a crispy chicken Alfredo. He wants chicken Alfredo, but he like the chicken crispy instead of grilled chicken. So that's what he wants. So we making crispy chicken Alfredo, and he don't want no broccoli in his little picky ass. So that's what we eating. He making it. I ain't cooking it. He cooking it. He gotta cook his own meal. So he learned how to cook in his own right. He gotta take care of himself. So that's what we've been doing. He have the days of weeks where he cooks, and tonight is his cooking night. And he choose whatever it is he want to cook, and I show him how to cook it. And boom, so we having a cooking class this evening in my kitchen. That is one of his favorite meals. But he's a very picky eater. He doesn't eat very much. Yeah, Palantir is watching everything. But we'll have that conversation, you guys, on tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow, but I won't be back tonight. I'm gonna take a break. Got to do some family stuff. But before I get out of here, I just want to give everybody at the end of this live those websites again that we spoke about, that everybody, so that you have them. Again, the Emergency Food Assistance Program with the USDA. Just go there. They'll show you all the programs. They have one for seniors as well, so that y'all can look to get some of that food if you need it, or for the people that are going to need it. If you are interested in the 6-week boot camp that starts November 16th, you want to go to mxcourses.net. If you are a prior student of mine, or you have bought any courses from me and you would like to take this updated boot camp, you can get 50% off. You need to email me with that request to get the code at therealmichix@gmail.com. And if you guys are looking, and shout out to the people who just went and ordered. I have a couple people who just went and ordered some stuff off MX Survival. If you are looking for survival supplies in those heirloom seeds that we've been talking about to grow your food, you can go to mxsurvival.com. And if you've been watching this and there are commercials playing and you don't want to watch those motherfuckers, you can also get your subscription at MX. I was about to say MXTV, but it's mxnetworktv.com. That is the website. Usually I have the link down there. I think in the description of this video, that might be in there. I think that's the default for my description. Y'all can look in the bottom of this. But at MX Network, you guys, mxnetworktv.com is the website. But the link, I believe, is actually in the description of this video. And you can go get your free subscription. So when I am live on MX Network and do the bigger shows, this one is not one there because this is just on my phone, a quick live. And you will be able to watch the live without any commercials in it, okay? So those are all the websites that I had to give you guys. And with that said, y'all have a good day. Let me say shout out to JJS World. Thank you for the $2 holla. Says, hi, Michi. My mom and I need help with your class. Well, you got to email me. I don't know what that means. I don't even know how to reach you. Email me at the real MichiX at Gmail. All right, y'all. My phone about to die. I've been in here an hour. Let me get out of here. Thank y'all for those of y'all that tuned in, even though YouTube a hater and they ain't sent out no notifications, but I don't care. I don't care. Because whoever was supposed to be here going to be here. I just hope that this information that people needed, that it reached the people that need it, okay? No, I'm not Mary Larry. Not no more. I was for 15 years, but not no more. All right, y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all day, and I'll see y'all tomorrow, okay? Talk to y'all later. Bye.